Welcome to Red Sox Rundown here at Eldridge Park in Orleans as YD clinches a spot in the Cape Cod Baseball League Championship with a 2-1 victory over the Orleans Firebirds. Anthony Santaniello and Mark Boyle here with you. Mark, just let's start with the elephant in the room here. Dustin Hunt, 7 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts for the Red Sox. The best performance of the season for any YD pitcher, possibly any pitcher in the league, and he does it on the biggest stage in the playoffs.
Well, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say any pitcher in the league. Remember, we did have a no-hitter.
That's right. I just remembered.
But in the context of what you're talking about, this was an elimination game. This was a pitcher that had never thrown more than 5 1/3. So to expect him to go 7+, allow 2 hits and strike out 10, and leave with a shutout is really not something I think anybody expected. But he was terrific. And then you get nice work out of the pen from Bell and Hawken, who Scott Pickler told us before the game had enough juice left to get one man, came out of the bullpen and got one man to end the game. It was really exciting, and it was a great win for the Red Sox.
And they started things off in the first inning with a Gio Brusa home run to left. Certainly the way you want to get things going against Orleans, a very good team, especially against the best pitcher consistently all season in the league, Mitchell Jordan. You get on him early. How much did that mean for the Red Sox at the start of the game?
Well, I think it was enormous because look at what has transpired this season. They'd played here 4 times. They'd been beaten 4 times. They hadn't really come close to winning here. And so there's, at least subconsciously, I think, a little bit of a hurdle to overcome. And when you jump out to the early lead, even though it's only 1-0 against the best pitcher in the league, I think it gives you a little jolt. And that was a big play. It's only 1 run, but it turned out to be huge in a 2-1 game. And that it came in the first inning, I think, was really a part of the story tonight.
And another part of the story, 4 errors for the Red Sox tonight. The best defensive team in the regular season commits 4 errors. Really, a couple costly ones in the 8th inning. Mike Donadio, fly ball to left. Looks like a routine fly ball. He slips, ball lands, a run comes in to score. Next play, Dallas Carroll short throws a throw to first base, and the run gets on. They have first and third, and Bell gets out of the jam. But the defense really just had to pick it up tonight. They weren't as good as normal, but then in the 8th inning to close it out, Donnie Walton makes a fantastic play to end the inning and get the Red Sox out of a jam.
And previous to that, Tommy Edman saved a run with a nice play at second base. So there were some defensive gems. There were the 4 errors, and 2 of them did lead to the only run of the game for the Firebirds. But in the end, they were able to overcome that. And the pitching in the last 2 games was extraordinary. You're talking about a team that leads the league in scoring, a team that leads the league in home runs. And over the last 2 games, which encompassed a total of 22 innings, the Red Sox gave up 2 runs, which you would never expect, no matter how highly you thought of the Red Sox pitching staff. This team, you would think, is too good. But the last 2 games, the Red Sox pitching was too good for the Firebirds, and really that was the difference in the series.
And now they run into a very good pitching team, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in the Cape Cod League Championship. Dakota Hudson looking like he's going to lead the way for the Harbor Hawks in Game 1 tomorrow night at McKeon Park. We've only seen the Harbor Hawks 4 times. They won 3 times over the Red Sox. What do you look for out of this powerful squad from the West?
Well, it's going to be a little bit similar tonight, I would think, in that the Red Sox are going to have to cobble together some sort of pitching. Thomas is unavailable, although he will be available soon. And the first game is always important in a 3-game series because if you lose, then you're in an elimination situation right away. So they would seem perhaps to have the edge, but if you looked at tonight's game, you would think that Orleans had the edge. They had Jordan going, and he'd never given up. In fact, he'd only given up 1 earned run all season. So you look at it on paper, and it looked like they had the edge, at least in this game tonight, but they didn't. It looks like maybe Hyannis has a little bit of an advantage with the pitching starting the series, but who knows? One of the appeals I've always thought, Anthony, of baseball was this. Of the 4 major sports, it's to me the least predictable, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, tomorrow night, YD gets the Cape Cod League Championship defense going against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. First pitch at 6 o'clock from McKeon Park in Hyannis. For Mark Boyle, I'm Anthony Santaniello. Catch you tomorrow night.